Okay, Billy here, Fix It for Fun. Alright, part 3 of the Duramax. As you saw in the last video, we got it set back down on the frame rails and looking pretty good. Got the wheel arches lined up, everything is starting to come together. Right now you see me pulling the fuel filter off and moving that down, just getting it out of the way. And we're going to get back to it and get this thing done because like I said, we got to be out of this shop. Alright, here we go, guys. I've never seen anybody add one of these onto an LML truck, but these are really nice, these little lift pumps. Comes with a water separator and everything. And they run anytime the key is on, so really, really nice. You're not going to be pumping this one up to start it. Okay, we got our next obstruction out of the way. Let's lower it down and see what we get now. Now we're hitting on all these wires here. Got pretty close to all the way down, but there's a flat section of the frame rail up here, or on the body, where this body mount used to go here. Sorry guys, I'm terrible at these camera angles. Anyways, yeah, like I said, that flat part is contacting that flat part there. I mean, it almost sets down on it like it wants to go home. And then on this side as well, these brake lines again, it's not hitting the ABS module this time anymore. It's just these brake lines right here on the frame rail. We're probably just going to unhook them, roll them down for now. And like I said, I don't want to start making brackets and start bending lines and, start doing stuff I can't go backwards at until we get the body mounted and make sure. Okay. Okay, now that we got the frame rails cleared off, let's go ahead and set it down and see what hits now. The next thing we're hitting on is the heater box, so I'm going to go ahead and roll this cab backwards so that I have access to get into that, and we'll get the heater box taken care of. Okay, that ought to be enough room to get to the heater box. Show you guys what I'm talking about here. Okay, kind of got a rough outline here. I've never been into one of these heater boxes, but it looks like the AC core, evaporator core, is off to the left of it. So there could be a door or something in here, but I'm willing to bet there's just nothing in here, and I ought to be able to cut a big hole for now and maybe fiberglass it back later. We'll see how that goes. Alright, I'm going to get to cutting this hole. I'm going to put my mask on before I cut this. I've already breathed enough terrible stuff today and I don't want to breathe anymore. Put my glasses on as well. I'm going to see what we find in this heater box. All right, guys, I don't know if that's a rat's nest in there or if that's all factory. Of course, I'm just going to... it looks too uniform to be just a rat's nest. Might be a little insulation, but hell, I don't know. Grab me a pair of pliers or something, yank some of that stuff out. I don't know, guys. I think that's a rat's nest. I ain't sure. It's just insulation, but that's what them rats use anyways. I don't know. All right, anyways, we might have to dig enough hole for our Duramax now. See if I can give you guys a look up in there. Yeah, that's what I thought. I see a couple of rat turds right there. It won't focus on it, but yeah, you're not supposed to have any insulation in there. That don't make any sense. Okay, well, let's see, that was something else that just had to happen anyways. All right. So I'm gonna sweep up here, clean it up a little bit, and then we're gonna roll that chassis back and see how good that heater box fits. This motor is hidden ever so slightly, this downpipe, up against the back of this firewall. It's hard to tell. Everything is very, very close back here. And I can roll it by hand and roll the downpipe up against the firewall there. And it'll, it's good right there. It's going to be rubbing on it. But when I let go of it, the chassis will roll back there unless I put a stop underneath it. I'd like to, move that motor back just, even an eighth of an inch. So I think I'm going to beat down that pinch weld on the firewall there if I can a little bit, and see if we can gain a little bit of extra clearance, because now I've got these bolts coming all the way down to the frame. Like I said, got this one touching over here on this side, so I guess I'm going to raise it back up. Oh, and I put the grill back in it just to take a couple pictures for a buddy of mine, so that's why the grill's in it. It's just set in there. Yeah, anyway, so I'm going to raise it back up, see if we can beat those pinch welds down a little bit, give us a little bit more clearance, and then I guess we're going to take these bolts out of the front core support there. I don't know how they come out, but I will figure it out. All right, guys, let me show you what I was banging on. Put a couple little dents in the firewall here where it's running on that edge of that pinch weld where that downpipe was hitting it. We might need a little more clearance later, but there's no reason to make it more ugly than we have to. I had to put my respirator back on. When I started banging on that hole, all I could smell was that rat's nest. And when I was banging on that pinch weld, I'll get all that stuff cleaned up out of there before we ever try to turn the blower motor on and get everything cleaned up in that truck. Because I do plan for cold AC. And I got these loosened up to where they're not gonna be stopping me from going down. I left them in the hole there to help me line it up, because every time I go up and down with this cab, it shifts a little bit. So, all right, now we'll go back down and see what kind of clearance we got. I think we're going to leave it there for today. But we got this thing down on the chassis. Doesn't look like it's all jacked up and it's got a body lift or anything like that. Here, you guys can see this thing's pretty nice and low on the floor. You're not going to have to you know, get a set of steps or hop up in it or anything. Give you guys a shot all the way from the back. All right. If you guys like what you see, please, you know, like and subscribe. I said I got to be out of this building here at the end of the month, so this will be a running project, you know, come hell or high water. I don't feel like trying to tow all this stuff out of this building. All right. Thank you guys for watching.